Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast, a podcast that reviews the movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 534, and it is your review of Park Chan-wook's Decision to Leave. Of course, it is the nerd you're gonna hear to host the show alongside my wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful, wonderful Thursday.
Thursday?
Well, you won't hear this on Thursday.
Friday.
Yeah, this is a recording. Kylie, this is a recording. If you watch this, we are not here with you at the current moment.
Yeah.
This is past selves, Raul and Brad.
Yeah. Asking why you guys pre-recording, because Keon right now at the very moment that we are recording this, Keon is live doing a reaction live stream to the Game Awards. So I said, well, let's let Keon do his thing and let's just do a pre-recording. We'll throw this up in the morning at bright and early. Well, not bright and early, but like around like 10 or something for y'all, and for me, and let it go live, so that way Keon has his chance to do his stuff. So, go and show some love to Keon.
Yep.
Show him some love.
Yep. Go watch the game record.
Yep. So that's why we're doing this. But this is your second review of the week. We are looking at Park Chan-wook's not Broker. I'm sorry. Fuck. We talked about Broker last week. Decision to Leave. Different Korean film. Decision to Leave. But of course, before we can get into any of that, Brad, how's vacation going, bro?
Doing all right. I cleaned my garage yesterday, so
yeah,
that felt good. Yeah, it looks really good now. So it was pretty bad.
That's cool.
Then got some weights in, so sweating my ass off with the kettlebell I got, and then I got these I guess barbells or hand weights, and you can change. They go up to 25 pounds, but they got you can change it to 15, 10, 5. So it's real nice shit. But I want to complain right now because weights are expensive. Like just hand weights. So I got the adjustable ones because I couldn't find anything. I found really good ones like 25 that went from 5 to 25 and in between. $255. And I'm like, I don't think so. So Amazon had this sale going for these adjustable ones for $150. I'm like, sweet. It was for 2 of them. I'm like, that's what I need. That's all I need.
Mm-hmm.
But exercise equipment's expensive.
Yeah, it's fucking expensive, bro. It's why you only see what's it called, actual personal gyms in those what's called fancy ass homes and shit.
Yeah,
nobody can fucking actually afford this shit right now.
I've managed to collect a bunch of random assortment of weights and shit from eBay and Amazon and all that. I might have spent maybe $700 total, and that's with bench, that's with a Olympic bar, that's with weights, that's with a kettlebell that was on sale from Bowflex, thank God. So that thing was $130, but it's adjustable. It goes from 40 pounds to I think 20, and it had just in between. So it saved me from having to buy all the separate kettlebells, which I went to Walmart, and it's they want $35 for the lowest one. It's even at Walmart it's expensive. So I just got these adjustable ones, and I managed to make do with what I have, and it's been working.
Yeah, man. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. What's it called?
And I live in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
There is a gym that's probably 20 minutes away.
But
that's still 20 minutes away.
Yeah. It's why? Why does everything have to be this way sometimes? Everything's far.
The easiest thing for me was to make a home gym, and luckily I've been able to kind of piecemeal it together for fairly cheap. But I'm not going out. I'm not getting the most expensive thing I bought, and I had bought it 2 years ago, was my Nordic Track treadmill. That was $700. And but people are spending $1,500 for a bicycle and all this shit. It's just that sounds cool, and that'd be cool and all, but right now, just getting started, I just need weights. just need weights, and I got the treadmill, and just start that way.
Yeah. Well, Brad, my day was I did not clean the garage. I didn't what's it called do any of that, but
You work today, right?
I went to work. We were shooting some interviews today, so we did that. Also, I had to help one of the students out with one of their shorts that they were filming, so I had to help them with that. But I didn't get to watching this film until way later than I planned. The whole reason I went into work early was because I was going to clock in at 2, and I was going to watch this film before work
Hmm.
in my office alone. Turns out, as we're starting the interviews, he's like, "Hey, can you clock in?" And I'm like, "Fuck it. I mean, if
Get
I'm
that
gonna
money.
do this, if I'm
Get that
gonna
money,
do this,
son.
might as well get paid for it." So
Yeah, no
yeah, I
shit.
didn't get to this movie until a
Well,
little later.
yeah, because like I totally sent you a message at 7:40. I'm like, you good? That was
Yeah,
more to check on you because
yeah,
usually you're like coming down on me like you fucking coming on, and it's like 2 minutes
yeah.
before it comes on. It's like, yeah, I'm here.
Well, I mean, usually I'm in the room. What's it called?
Yeah,
Watching the movie. But this time I was just locked in. I was locked in. I didn't stop. I did not.
that
Yeah.
ending for this is pretty good. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Excuse
Although
me.
I do got some shit to say on that because I got some questions.
I think we have a lot of questions and we need some answers. But yeah, either way, what's it called? Thank you all. We're gonna do this review here. And I believe this is up on Friday. This was in theaters, y'all. What's it called? It's already finished its theater run. It finished its festival run. But Decision to Leave is now available on Mubi on Friday. So if you all have a movie subscription, which is, we need to get a movie sponsorship here because they do, what's it called, sponsor film channels and stuff. Um,
Yeah,
we need to get one. But
we got
yeah,
we
guys,
got a few things that we can
yeah.
try for.
Yeah, Mubi, y'all. Go and check out Mubi. You're gonna be able to watch the film there. This is South Korea's entry for best international film. So if you want to go and catch that before the year ends, go and check it out. But yeah, let's get this going, Brad. Are you ready?
Yeah, but before we get that started, I wanna segue into this. Get $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase with the code the Nerdcore, and that's for like anything from concerts to UFC fights to whatever. Go to SeatGeek.com and use the code the Nerdcore CORPS for $20 off your first purchase. Thank you, SeatGeek.
Damn straight. Oh man, I forgot that freaking what's it called? I had just updated my wavelength today. So yeah, I can't play my spoiler noise. So I'm gonna have to go do it
All
myself.
natural,
All
all
natural.
natural.
Yeah. So let's get this going, Brad. So my friends, if you did not catch Decision to Leave while it was playing in theaters, or you are watching this and haven't watched it on movie later in the week or something, I don't know. Then it's your chance to get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, or you've already seen the film, then go ahead and stay. Either way, how any of that goes is your one and only spoiler or warning, and it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoiler! There you go. Yeah.
That didn't catch their attention. I don't know what will.
I can only imagine somebody's watching this while they're trying to sleep because
I'm
it's
just
like
imagining your
midnight.
neighbor over there, like, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
yeah.
Are you okay, man? I just heard spoiler.
Like, what are you watching, bro?
Like, is your food okay?
No, it's a spoiler on my car.
Do you want us to cook chili for you?
All right, I got some reading to do here. Decision to Leave. I'm not going to try to read the
Yeah.
the Korean
Let's just say it
translation.
means resolution to break up.
Resolution to break up is the literal translation. Is a 2022 American. This came from.
Man, that ain't even close saying American. You want to start over? We can start
Yeah,
over. Okay.
Decision to Leave, literally translated from Korean, Resolution to Break Up, is a 2022 South Korean romantic mystery film produced, co-written, and directed by Park Chan-wook. It stars Tang Wei and Park Hae-il. In April 2022, the film was selected to compete for the Palme d'Or at the 2022 Cannes Film Festival, where Park Chan-wook won Best Director. Decision to Leave was released theatrically on June 29, 2022 in South Korea. It was selected as the South Korean entry for Best International Film Feature Film at the 95th Academy Awards. It was also named one of the top 5 international films of 2022 by the National Board of Review. Of course, directed by Park Chan-wook, written by Jung Seo-kyung and Park Chan-wook, and cinematography is by Kim Ji-young, Jin Young, edited by Kim Sang-bum, music by Jo Young-wook, and it sits at 2 hours and 19 minutes, and it has made $21.1 million at the box office. Yep. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure this movie was not made for anything above that.
I don't think
Um, so looks like
there
Park
wasn't
is
much glitz and glamour going on with this movie,
no. Yeah. So of
other
course,
than Tong
y'all,
Wei,
yeah,
respectfully.
respectfully. I mean, I would have,
Mm.
I would have tossed my whole career as a police officer
Mm-hmm.
too, bro.
Mm.
Um, so y'all, if you didn't know, what's it called? This is the newest film from Park Chan Wook. We here at the channel have discussed Park Chan Wook on one occasion, and that wasn't even on this channel. It was on our Patreon. We watched his film Old Boy on the Patreon.
Oh, such a good film.
Yep. But that does, of course, leave the chance for whenever we do a Park Chan Wook month next year, probably, or the year after that. I don't know when. We couldn't select, Old Boy because it was only a commentary. But what I'm trying to say is that this is the first one that we've talked about here on the channel. It's kind of a disservice to this man because he has made a lot of damn good movies, really damn good movies. This is not my first one. I've watched The Handmaiden. I've watched Lady Vengeance. I've watched Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance. Um, Old Boy. I want to watch his what's it called Thirst, which is about vampires. But yeah, I mean, I've been watching this man's movies for a while now, and I've been very much anticipating this film. So, Brad, I'll go first. Then, if you want to save yours to see what you're gonna say. Yep, floor's all mine. Okay. Holy crap! I was locked in with this film. This film did not let go of me, and it is currently December 8th as the time of recording. We have about like a couple of weeks left before the year ends, and this movie just shot itself up to number 4 in my place. What's it called? It's right up there. It's Everything Everywhere, Triangle of Sadness, Guillermo's Pinocchio, and now this one is under it. This movie was freaking incredible. Park Chan Wook directs the fuck out of this movie. Holy fuck. The cinematography is fantastic. Our performances from our two leads are fantastic. And I was just enthralled by this story completely. I wish that I knew what the fuck was happening at times. And it does take a little bit of time to really like get used to what he's trying to do in this movie. But once it's in, fuck, I was in. I was in completely. But Brad, what are your initial thoughts on Decision to Leave?
It was a good movie. I mean, I'm not going to have that much of a glowing review, because to me, this another. I don't get the romantic mystery film. It was more of a cop drama to me. That's the
Noir in
feeling
a
I
way,
got.
right?
In a way, yeah. Um, but I had issues with I had issues in this film. Like overall, like really good. Directing, acting. I don't really have an issue with that. I just feel the main character, the male main character, the cop. I've seen that character before many a times in films like this. He's just love struck, and then like he just goes all stupid and shit. I've seen that. I've seen that in these films, and it's kind of old. It's kind of old. It's just like I'll throw away everything and make sure I burn all this for you. And it's like, no, they wouldn't do that. I mean, this is old tropes going back to Kurosawa times. That's You
Not
know?
even Kurosawa. I wouldn't even put it to Kurosawa, bro. I'd say more of a Hitchcockian kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I kept thinking of
Like
Jimmy Stewart in
but
Hitchcock
that's
films.
the thing I have is like, this character seems smarter to me than that. Like his other male partner is stupid as shit. Although that was hilarious with the stairs. He just got tired and he's just crying on the stairs. I gotta admit, like, but that's an issue too. Is like this is kind of a serious like film in a way, and then you have moments of that, which is I guess nice. It kind of takes a break from it, but that main character to me should have been smarter. Like he came off smarter in the beginning, and then he just got more and more stupid as time went on. I don't know if you can blame that on Love Struck or what, but
Or
I
the
had an issue with
insomnia.
that. Yeah, insomnia might have had something to do it. Like you don't sleep, your brain isn't firing the whole time. But I had like issues with that. The wife just randomly leaving his ass. You know, sure. Like I think she should have left like way before that. But if you want to throw that in there, and really, it didn't have any monumental thing to it. He's like, okay, like it didn't really affect him when the wife left. And she was kind of just a thrown in character. She wasn't you didn't she really had no purpose there. That was just a character that was an extra character to me. Like she didn't even need to be in the film. Um, and also the ending. I like the ending. You're right. You're glued to the screen towards that ending. But there's an issue with that ending. Is that bitch not buoyant? I'm just saying, it didn't show her holding rocks or fucking nothing. And let's face it, like she didn't dig a very deep hole. So, and our brains are wired where, if we're drowning, we're coming up. Like
Yeah.
that's how it's wired. So if she ain't holding no rocks or nothing, like that wasn't explained. Plus, she's fucking buoyant. Don't give me that shit. That bitch light. So I have an issue with that. I like the idea of it, but at least show her like putting rocks in the goddamn fucking can she's carrying.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say here. By the way, correction, y'all. I'm sorry. This is at number 5. I forgot. No, what's it called? There's right below Pinocchio, and on top of After Yang. But I've only have 3 what's it called perfect scores this year. Um, Actually no, I only have 2 perfect scores. I only have 2 perfect scores. Triangle of Sadness and Everything Everywhere All at Once. Guillermo's Pinocchio's 9.5. But that aside, um, I don't Brad. I don't know if I can really what's it called tell you like you got a point because I don't think the ending is as straightforward as she killed herself and that's her grave and stuff. I don't I don't I read it more so like what's it called? He doesn't even know what the fuck's going on anymore. Like he in a way like he's kind of imagining that she's dead, but like
Where you get like she literally digs a hole.
I
Like,
know she digs
or
a hole,
maybe
but
I don't. You're right. This dude's fucking on like. I think he kissed her and like got fentanyl poisoning or some shit.
yeah,
I don't know. Like this dude's off his rocker towards the end here.
just
Um,
down
but from
bad.
what I'm being shown on the film, I have to go with the kind of idea of she dug a
Yeah,
hole, put herself in the hole, and then was just gone.
yeah. It's just like so, y'all. If in multiple times in this film, the man imagines himself in the situations, including this woman. Which at first I will say, Park Chan-wook, that is going to be the one thing that I can take from this film is that I felt that at times when it's starting off, that was kind of confusing. I was like, okay, it's not really pairing itself well with the tone of what we've got here. But once everything started to level itself and we really got the tone, the overall tone of this film, it started to make sense. But I read that as also kind of having a lasting effect within the ending and being like, is he actually like there? Is did she actually do that? Like, is this another made up scenario by this man? Um, and that's where I also kind of draw the connection here to like Hitchcock, bad. Like, reminds me a lot about like what's it called Vertigo in a way, like the quest for the obsession over a woman like that will never be yours, and like of course in that film it's about something completely different, whereas in this film this lady Let's be real. She killed her husband.
Man, she murdered all over the place.
Yeah,
And
she murdered
that's
all
another
her.
issue I have is this like this cop just literally gets more and more stupid through the film to me. And like at some point you gotta put the brakes on, be like, look, like you got good facial features and a good body, but that ain't enough for the four murders he done committed.
Law is the law.
God. There's gotta be a line drawn at somewhere. Like
Yeah,
you've wrecked like three like whole families' lives, both in
yeah.
Korea and China.
Jesus Christ, man. But I also have to give major props to God, what's composer here? Jo Young Wook. God, that score was intense, and it really holds up the atmosphere of this movie here. Um, Kim Ji Young as well. His cinematography is fantastic, man.
Cinematography
The
is
lighting
really
is
great.
and it's
That one his apartment, I guess, the whole blue room thing.
yeah,
Terrific. Fucking great.
yeah. And that's the thing, Brad. It's like you having the only film that you watch from Park Chan-wook is Old Boy, and he doesn't do these like things that he does in this film where the camera where like it just like handheld or like what's it
Yeah.
called, kind of like feels kind of not fluid, but at the same time kind of fluid, and those like zooms and stuff. Um, he does that like later into his career, and it's like stuff like The Handmaiden where it just like it's fucking fantastic, and you're gushing over it. But like I found Ji Young's cinematography fantastic here, especially the lighting setups. Oh my god, I love those lighting
Oh, and I
setups.
got another question.
What,
So
Brad?
he's been tracking this woman like this whole time, like at the
Mm-hmm.
beginning. And then he's just like, she's not it. But she might be it. I'm not sure. And then he lets the bitch come into his apartment and tuck him in. The fuck?
Once again, Brad, did he imagine that, or
I
did was that?
don't know.
It's like
But
insomnia is a bitch.
but here's the thing though. To me, this is a noir. And
Yeah.
noirs are pretty grounded usually from what we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of out there for a noir. Like if he's just making scenarios up in his mind, like I was understanding when he's like watching her, he's putting himself in the room with her. I like understood that in the beginning and into the movie.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about he's just fucking making up scenes, random scenes in the movie whenever, that's a cluster for anyone trying to follow this film.
Yeah. I mean, but it's that's where I kind of link it back to the obsession with this woman that he has. It's like now he's creating scenarios. Now he's creating a life that he's not going to have with this woman, and like that's why I think that ending is a lot more powerful than I'm giving it what's it called than I'm giving it credit for. Where it's like he's just kind of like fucking looking for her everywhere, and it's like, dude, this woman was never anything to
I
you,
mean,
bro.
I
She
can
was
tell you right
disgusting.
now, I'd be checking that Maserati, see if I had the keys in it. Look.
Yeah, but look here, man. What's it called? If I could have a great what's it called end what's it called way to explain to this movie, what zero pussy and no sleep does to a motherfucker.
I
That
mean, it ain't worth it. Like, it fucking ain't worth it.
you had a beautiful wife, man, and you don't want to have
Very
sex.
beautiful. And
Y-
sex once a week.
Yeah,
Like, what more you want?
yeah.
Fuck.
Oh man, but Brad, what are you gonna go ahead and give when your final verdict here to Decision to Leave?
I'm going to go ahead and give Decision to Leave an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. All right, Brad. Um, so definitely Broker. So what's it called? If tomorrow were the South Texas Film Critics Association nominations, Brad, at the top of your list, you have Broker, don't you?
I'd have to think.
For international, for
For
international.
international, yeah, probably. For international.
Yeah. All right, Brad. So, my final verdict, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and give Park Chan Wook's Decision to Leave a 9.5 out of 10. Fantastic movie. It's not my perfect scores, y'all. Damn good movie though. But in my list, it is right under Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio and right on top of After Yang. So, yeah. Even then, I still need to rewatch After Yang because I don't.
See, I'd give After Yang higher props,
Yeah,
honestly.
but I've watched After Yang in freaking January, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to rewatch After Yang. Not just, bro. I need to go pick that shit up on Blu-ray, bro. Um,
4K.
I wish no 4K release.
No
just
4K?
Blu-ray.
Shit, that
No,
movie looked phenomenal in 4K. After
yeah,
Yang?
yep. What did just get a 4K, yo? What's called is the Green Knight. It has a collector's edition from May 24.
Ooh.
Really beautiful looking packaging and stuff, and with the 4K Ultra HD. So yeah, I'm gonna buy that one day when I'm not broke. So thank you all so much for listening to our review of Decision to Leave. Of course, we want to thank everybody who's in chat when this goes live on Friday morning.
Whoever you may be.
Yeah, Stacy,
Kylie,
Kylie,
Aiden.
and I don't
I don't
know.
know.
Yeah, yeah,
Random bots.
yeah. They're getting smarter, Brad. I promise you, Brad, they're getting smarter. It's crazy. But we thank you all so much for watching. We thank you all so much. If you're listening to this on a podcast platform, if you are, make sure if it's Apple Podcasts, you're going to drop in a 5-star review on there for us, please. Please drop that. Helps us out a lot. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you like the video and make sure that you subscribe to the channel. But when you're subscribing, you click that notification bell so you don't miss a single piece of content that comes to the channel.
Yep.
Ding, that's right. And of course, we want to thank our patrons because without our patrons, none of this is possible. Brad, we also specifically want to thank our executive producer, Shane. Where can they find him?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or on Twitter at thriftedil, or go follow the Suppy God, or go buy something from the Suppy God at Prison City Vintage in Illinois. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm having issues today too, apparently. Sweat lifting heavy objects all day would get you.
You got this, Brad. Well, my friends, next week we'll be looking at another Agnes Varda film. Of course, we're going to be watching Varda by Agnes, her last film. And then on Thursday, Brad, I'm so excited for you to see this, man. We are seeing the prequel to X, Pearl. Pearl,
Ooh,
which gives, where Mia Goth gives a fucking hell of a performance. A hell of a fucking performance. So, y'all, we'll see you all next week. But in the meantime, catch us on this weekend on the Nerdcore Live Show. But other than that, Brad, let's go ahead and set them out.
Right, thank you, being host as always. Thank you to all those who joined to listen us. We won't be here, but we appreciate you listening anyway. All those who throw something in chat, all our Patreon supporters, we appreciate each and every one of you. And in this episode, I'm just gonna say, don't lose your mind, especially when you're being blue balled and the person you're in love with is killing people. I'm just saying. Think it through. Get some sleep aids. Something. Go see a doctor, and then put that bitch in jail. Young Yoda out. Bitch ain't buoyant shirts coming into the shop soon.